Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Atira Emila binti Shazali with matric number 01DDT19F1018 will explain about the benefit of virtualization and the advantage of cloud computing. Virtualization in cloud computing is making a virtual platform of several operating systems and storage devices. This will help the user by providing multiple machines. At the same time, it also allows sharing a single physical instance of resource or an application to multiple users. Then you must know what is cloud computing. Cloud computing is a service which offers customers to work over the internet. It simply states that cloud computing means storing and accessing the data and programs over the internet rather than the computer's hard disk. So, this is an advantage of cloud computing.
My name is Nur Hidayah binti Samsul Bahari. My matric card number is 01DDT 19F1205.
Companies are increasingly moving to cloud-based infrastructure to improve agility, gain unlimited scalability, and lower costs. When moving to the cloud, organizations look for the scalability, performance, reliability, and security of the provider's global infrastructure. AWS delivers a cloud infrastructure companies can depend on, no matter their size, changing needs, or challenges. It's designed and built to deliver the most scalable, reliable, and secure cloud computing environment with the highest quality global network performance available today. AWS offers the world's largest global footprint with 66 availability zones, or AZs, across 21 regions. Each region has multiple AZs, separated and isolated from one another and connected by low latency, high throughput, and highly redundant networking. These AZs offer easier and more effective design and operation of applications and databases, ensuring higher availability, fault tolerance, and scalability than traditional single data center infrastructures. Within each AZ, our data centers have been designed with custom, purpose-built compute servers, storage servers, routers, and silicon. By using its own custom hardware, AWS provides the highest level of reliability and the fastest pace of innovation, all at the lowest possible cost. With 20 years of experience operating one of the world's largest websites, 12 plus years of cloud infrastructure expertise, and millions of customers running every imaginable use case, AWS is unique.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Ayandra binti Mazin and my number of daftar is 01DT19F1197. And now I would like to present question number 4, that is perform AWS IAM creation. So after sign in AWS Management Console with our main account, we need to find IAM services. So in AWS services, we find IAM and we click. So in this IAM, they have a group that we can create. But before we create, we need to create a user. So what is IAM user? IAM user are not separate accounts. They are user within our account. Each user can have its own password for access to the AWS Management Console. It can also create an individual access for each user so that the user can make programmatic requests to work with resources in the account. Each user that has been added to the group has its own credential. So here is IAM dashboard, and here are IAM user, so I don't have create any, and this is IAM group, and also don't have any group to create. So before we start to create a group, we need to create a user. So we add user. So here we can create a user that have 5 steps to be completed. So first we need to set user detail, that is username. I put my number, my group that is 01DT1F1197. And next we set the select AWS access type. So they have 2 access type, that is programmatic access and AWS Management Console access. So I will choose this one because I can create my own password to sign in into the IAM user. So I will choose a custom password so I can choose my own password. And next is require password setting. Require password setting is a option for we change at the next sign or not. So next is create group. In this create group, we need to put our group name. I will put case 91. And next we need to choose a policy to our group. This policy will be choose based on user and administrator. So we choose administrator access because provide full access in AWS service and resources. You can choose another policy that suits for you. So next, this text is optional for us. And next, this is a review for our option and our choice for group. So I already certified for my choice, and we can create a user now. So it's already success to create user. And next is we can sign into the link. We just use this link, go to this link, and it can give us the ID for our account. So we put our username and password that we create before, and we sign in into the account. So this is how we sign in using a link provided. We can also use link ID and password using IAM user sign in. So here is the group user that we create before. We already signed in. So in this user that have group that we create, case 31. So that's all for me, and thank you so much. Bye.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nama saya Nabila Atira. Hari ini saya akan terangkan poin 3.1 dan 3.2. Explain root user and IAM credentials. Root user. The credentials of the account owner allow full access to all resources in the account. You cannot use IAM policies to explicitly deny the root user access to resources. You can only use an AWS Organization Service Control Policy (SCP) to limit the permission of the root user. IAM credentials. With IAM, you can securely control access to AWS service and resources for user in your AWS account. For example, if you require administrator level permission, you can create an IAM user, grant that user full access, and then use those credentials to interact with AWS. If you need to modify or revoke your permission, you can delete or modify the policies that are associated with the IAM user. Untuk root user, only owner account saja yang dibenarkan untuk access all resources in the account. And boleh gunakan AWS organisation dengan limit yang dibenarkan oleh root user tersebut. Okay, untuk IAM credentials, kalau nak modify atau revoke permission, kita boleh delete or modify the policies dengan IAM user. Okay, untuk 3.2, comparison both of credentials. Untuk root user, your root credentials are your credentials through which you have signed up providing your card and billing data. Maksud dia, untuk root user, kita kena masukkan kad debit ataupun kad kredit dan bayar bil untuk gunakan servis dalam AWS. Okay, untuk IAM credentials, IAM user account are user accounts which you can create for individual service offered by AWS. Yang kedua, only the root user can close your account. And for IAM credentials, you can delete or modify the policies that are associated with the IAM user.
With the help of virtualization in cloud computing, companies can implement cloud computing. This article proves that virtualization in cloud computing is an important aspect in cloud computing and can maintain and secure the data. There were many advantages of cloud computing, but taking the right step can lead to the correct decision, which will save the overall investment, additional costs, maintenance, and time. So, keeping the points in mind, one can use the cloud computing in a better way.
In conclusion, the AWS cloud infrastructure is built around AWS region and availability zone. So will help the customer by providing service over the internet. The customer can read the application for the company and the users of the company can connect to it. Platform as a service provide environment for the developer to create, host and develop application. The company remove the complexity by configuring and managing the elements such as database and server. Thank you.
The last one is, from what I understand from this case study that I've made research for, is an IAM group is a collection of IAM user. Group let the specify permission for multiple users, which can make it easier to manage the permission for those users. For example, you could have a group called admins and give that group the type of permission that administrator typically need. Any user in that group automatically has the permission they are assigned to the group. If a new user joins the organization and needs administrator privilege, it can assign the appropriate permission by adding the user to that group. Similarly, if a person changes job in the organization, instead of editing the user permission, it can remove him or her from all group and add him or her for the appropriate new groups. So that's all from us, and thank you so much. Bye.